What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Showtime president of sports, Stephen Espinoza, he confirms that undefeated 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who has 26 wins, no losses, no draw, 24 big wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. He confirms that Gervonta Tank Davis, ahead of his showdown with his fellow stablemate, undefeated lightweight WBA title contender, Rolando Rolly Romero, who is 14 wins, no losses, no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. That's scheduled to take place Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Okay. With that said, we know that Gervonta Tank Davis has recently confirmed that he is parting ways, okay, with longtime promoter, legendary retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Floyd Money Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions, okay? This is indeed, as Tank Davis stated, this is his last fight with Mayweather Promotions and Floyd Mayweather. He stated that it's time, you know, for him to go about his own business, okay? So with that said, now, the question was, is he going to be with a whole different promotional company altogether? Is he going to, you know, stay with Stephen Espinoza? Is he staying with the PBC? What direction is he going in? Okay, and Stephen Espinoza has confirmed now that Gervonta Tank Davis indeed is staying with Showtime. He's going to stay. Obviously, we saw this coming. We saw the writing on the wall for this because Gervonta Tank Davis on social media, he was asked about him staying with, you know, the PBC, okay, in which he stated that, you know, he just gave the thumbs up and softly confirmed that he'll be staying with the PBC and Showtime, okay. So Stephen Espinoza, he stated that he had a long, extensive conversation with Gervonta Tank Davis, and they have come to an agreement that he will be staying with Showtime regardless of what happens and how things unfold and play out with Floyd Mayweather Promotions. So, which is great news, right? Because he has GTD Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions. You know, like he stated, you know, it has nothing to do with anything personal between him and Floyd Mayweather. It has everything to do with his growth, his maturation periods, okay? He's just growing, you know, and he stated it's time for me to take control of my own career. It's time for me to make decisions for my own career, okay? And that's what I'm looking forward to doing. So, essentially, that's what he's doing. And the thing about it is many people don't agree with it. Many people, they look at it and they say, how is he doing that? You know, that's disloyal to Floyd Mayweather. Well, Floyd Mayweather says he made the green print, okay? Not the blueprint, the green print, to get the money, right? Floyd Mayweather has fought more world champions than anybody in the history of sport of boxing. He's beaten more world champions, and he's made more money than any world champion in the history of the sport of boxing, okay? So with that said, the green print is his team, okay? Not Mayweather Promotions. It's Al Heyman, you know, Stephen Espinoza, when he got that massive deal with Showtime after he left HBO, you know, that's the team. Well, Gervonta Tank Davis is already with them. He already has that foundation, okay? Why does he need to also have Mayweather Promotions at this stage in his career? Like they said, you know, he's the cash cow from junior welterweight on down. For sure he is. That he is, okay? Thus also begs the question as to, at this stage in his career, why does he need a promoter? When the object is to be taught, to learn, to grow, and to spread your wings and fly away, okay? It's about growth, okay? It's about, you know, it's about being able to secure your legacy as well as secure the biggest paydays you could possibly garner, right? So that's what it's about. And being able to do it on your own. That's the best part about doing it, right? You want to be able to do it on your own. Now, he's already stated that he wants to fight the biggest names possible. Okay, he most recently stated that he wants to fight with undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, right? So he stated that Devin Haney is successful in his massive upcoming undisputed showdown June 4th in the States, June 5th in Australia. That's the Saturday. Tank fights this Saturday coming up. Devin Haney fights the following Saturday, okay? And so, you know, he stated that he wants to fight Devin Haney, right? Because Devin Haney has been doing a lot of talking. So that's the fight he wants. I'm a free agent now. You know, I don't have the promotional company, you know, so let's make it happen is what Tank recently stated, okay? And now here, Tank has nobody to blame but himself if the biggest fights don't come to fruition, right? Everybody, they place blame on Floyd Mayweather Promotions as to Gervonta Tank Davis is not fighting the massive big fights, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis is, you know, not active in the biggest fights. He's fighting cherry picks, okay? Well, now, in this case, he has to fight, you know, the absolute best there is to offer because he's asked for this now. He's put this, so to speak, bullseye on his back, right? By parting ways, by removing his safety net, because that's what Floyd Mayweather Promotions is for him, a safety net to be able to say, well, it's not Tank's fault he ain't getting the fight. It's their fault he not getting these fights, right? Well, now that's not the case. It's going to be Tank Davis's fault because he's going to be in control. But now he also has Stephen Espinoza, right? At Showtime. So he has to, you know, do business with them. Now, many people going to feel like, well, this is a roadblock. Showtime is a roadblock for you to fight Devin Haney because Devin Haney is with ESPN top ranking Bob Arum. So how is it going to be possible that you are going to fight Devin Haney when you are with Showtime? Okay, because that's a huge roadblock. Okay, now you're asking two massive networks and promotional companies to come together to make this fight. Okay, Devin Haney, he had to sign a lucrative deal with ESPN, Bob Arum, and Top Rank to secure this fight with George Kambosos Jr., or it wasn't going to happen. George Kambosos Jr., he did everything in his power not to fight Devin Haney, okay? And Devin Haney did everything in his power to fight George Kambosos Jr., and finally, he got the fight, right? But he had to sign a multi-fight deal with Top Rank and ESPN to get the fight. So he secured his legacy. He's securing the fight that he wants. Now he just got to be victorious, as I expect him to be. But with that said, like I said, you know, this is a huge fight for Tank and Devin Haney. But like I said, ESPN and Top Rank and Bob Arum, are they going to want to do business with Stephen Espinoza, Showtime, to do a joint deal? Because now Devin Haney beats George Kambosos Jr. He's no doubt the A side, right? He's the undisputed lightweight, undefeated world champion at that point in time. He's for sure on the pound for pound list. No doubt about it, right? So, yes, Tank Davis is a massive star, but who's the bigger star? And who's more accomplished? And Devin Haney's bringing everything to the table. So, with that said, Tank will be bringing his name to the table. But now, Bob Arum, ESPN, and Top Rank, they're going to want to call the shots because they hold all the cards, because their fighter is the undisputed champion. So, is that something that Gervonta Tank Davis, remember now, again, you removed the safety net. You removed the safety net. And now, keep in mind, Devin Haney did what he needed to do to secure this fight with George Kambosos Jr. He taken less. He signed with ESPN. He's coming out his comfort zone. Everything he needs to do to make sure he secured his fight with George Kambosos Jr. Now people going to be looking at Gervonta Tank Davis and saying, what are you going to do and sacrifice to make sure you secure this fight with Devin Haney? And now also, too, you got to keep in mind that Devin Haney has a rematch clause with George Kambosos Jr. in which he has to fight him immediately, an immediate rematch in Australia. So, like I said, if Devin Haney beats him, stops him, you know, dominates him, you know, and is don't call for, he beats him so bad that it's not calling for an immediate rematch, maybe down the road, well, then ESPN, Bob Arum, Top Ranker, tell George Kambosos Jr., listen, you need to have a tune-up. You know, you need to, you know, get a dub back, you know, because it's not financially suitable for us to put a fight on between you and him after the performance and after the way you lost, right? So, depending upon how that plays out, if he loses bad and gets stopped by Devin Haney or just dominated and dropped multiple times and nobody's clamoring or calling to see the fight again, well then, you know, then you move on. But again, now you're asking Gervonta Tank Davis, he's going to have to sacrifice it because you're saying you're your own commodity. Well, guess what? The fans are going to be calling for it. Or a fight with 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko. Or a fight with, you know, Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Now the ball is in your court. Now you got to make these fights happen. So Stephen Espinoza said that Gervonta Tank Davis is staying with Showtime. They have come to an agreement. And then he said regardless of the outcome of what happens with him and Mayweather Promotions. So let's see how this unfolds come Saturday night and what we do moving forward. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Roll. Make sure you like and share the video. That's all I got for you. Peace.